Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So it's an update on the tropical plants in the bathroom. I've done a number of them. Perhaps I should put them in a playlist. And I was away for 3 weeks in Malaysia and Bangladesh. And whilst I was away, I asked my son to keep an eye on these plants that were doing pretty well. And to be honest with you, he's done a good job. My instructions were just to fill this bottle and to give each plant a bottle of this every 5 days. And he did that, just water, plain tap water. And through the December month, they seem to have done well. Slowed down, definitely slowed down in growth. This guava has become very sort of bendy. This is the Egyptian guava. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cut it back to here. It's becoming very sort of leggy and I want it to become a bit bushier. So if I cut it down to there, brought my scissors, perhaps that will stimulate it into branching. So the Egyptian guava has done very well. You know, was off to a very poor start initially. Didn't grow for 8 months. It just remained a very small seedling. The same with the Atamoya, which is type of custard apple, a hybrid, and this has done. It did the same thing for 8 months. It didn't move, and then it's, well, I don't know whether it was a combination of me moving it to the bathroom, more humidity in here, or I started to water it more. Maybe a combination of those two things. It started to grow and it's been putting out new leaves. It hasn't dropped any, unlike when I've had custard apples, the cherimoya plants. They used to lose their leaves in winter, but this Atamoya has kept going. You know, it's I've put these wooden sticks in today. You know, brought my string and my scissors up to the bathroom because it was spreading. So if I hadn't put these sticks in, it was spreading across, and what was happening, the leaf tip here must have been pressed up against the window, because I rotate the plant around, you know, so that each branch, it's got 3 branches, gets equal amount of light. So every day it's sort of turned, and I think one day, well, perhaps it was during the time when I was away, my son wouldn't have been rotating it, he'd just be watering it. This leaf must have got stunted, broke off, but I think that's just a minor issue. Now that I've got them sort of supported with these sticks, they can grow upwards. So I don't know a lot about the Atamoya. I did see a video on YouTube where someone described the growth habit as low branching. You know, this sort of a bit like a weeping willow. You know, the branches don't tend to go upwards. They're more likely to be like a willow tree, spreading, a low spreading habit. So I don't know if that's the case, but certainly with this one, it was branching sideways, not going up. So, but the Atamoya itself looks like it's in good condition, and hopefully this staking of it will help improve the growth going upwards. So the jackfruit, to come back to jackfruit, it's almost reaching the top of the ceiling. I've taken, it had a little pot underneath. I've just taken the pot away because just so I can reach the top of the plants, otherwise it was up there. That too has been continuing to put out leaves. I think it's definitely slowed down now, and these quirky shaped leaves, they're still there, but the newer leaf, if you look, has got just a combination of a little bit of the fenestrations, those holes there in it. That leaf, just a slight, or a bit like a fig leaf there, and that too sort of reverting back. So if you notice the two Bangladeshi jackfruits that I brought, well, one of them at least that's got leaves on. The leaves are just this shape, the oval shape, and that's what happens when the tree matures. Tree goes through a phase apparently of putting, like in a juvenile stage, putting out these quirky shaped leaves, a bit like fig leaves, and then as the plant reaches proper maturity, they revert back to this shape. So sorry about the quality of the lighting in here. If I put the light on, the fan goes off, so the fan and the light are combined and it becomes too noisy. But this is what it's like. So out there you can see the sun. Well, that's the sun coming from the southeast direction, the front of the house. And in the afternoon, the sun comes round to this side, and then full sun on this side is around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So they only get a couple of hours of sun, but don't seem to have disrupted their growth in any way. And this is the mango, Malaysian mango, and it has put out a new set of leaves. So for a couple of months it hadn't done anything. So before I went away, it hadn't grown a new set of leaves. It seemed to just stopped. I think that was around about October. So it hadn't done anything since October. So a couple of months, well, 3 months in fact, and now it's putting out this new growth. So that's the Malaysian mango. You can see it's in the orchid bark. The guava is in a different sort of potting mix, sort of less orchid bark. It's got orchid bark in there, but sort of combined 50-50. More of the orchid bark in the jackfruit, and a similar setup to the guava, more 50-50, just sort of general compost with orchid bark. All getting frequent watering, and for the time being, whilst they still fit in there, if they fit in here I should say, then they'll continue to stay here. So what I'm going to do today though is I'm going to cut this guava, and hopefully it'll start to branch out. So I'm going to go down to, well, I'm looking, this is the old wood. When I say old wood, it's sort of, it's lignified. You can see the cracking on the stem there. So this new growth, I've been watching lots of YouTube channels about how to prune guavas, etc. And one chap said, you shouldn't prune the new growth only. You should chop it down to where the old growth is, just above there, and you'll get better growth habit on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, so there, I've cut it down to where you can see old wood, and there's the stem, and I'm going to see if I can root that. I know it's better to use a thicker stem if you want to try and root guava cuttings. I've seen people root them on YouTube, and they usually choose a thicker stem. This is quite new. This is just brand new growth, but I'm wondering if the growth hormone in there will be enough to, stimulate root growth. So I'm going to fill that bottle up with water, and I'm just going to pop that in there and see what happens. So that's the end of today's video, folks. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Like and comment. Give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.